Turned out to be a pretty good week for our IBD portfolio, as all the stocks in our portfolio made money. But as you know, the worst performer must get sold, and a new stock is coming into the portfolio. So, remaining in the portfolio and coming in number one this week, it's... Who doesn't love Continental Resources? And after diluting shareholder stock value by issuing more common stock a couple weeks ago and giving us a problem and surviving the portfolio, stock has rebounded pretty well here, opening the week at $66.26 and closing at $71.47, making us $166.72 in the portfolio this week. Good for number one. Let's take a look at the chart. And down below, point 1 shows stochastics. They're in overbought territory right now, so we gave this one a yellow mark. Point 2 shows MACDs and histogram bars. They're bullish. We gave this a green mark. And up top, the relative strength index, it continues to rise. We gave that a green mark. Looks pretty good for Continental here, although it is in overbought territory. Sector is looking strong again, though, so I think it's going to be around for a while. And coming in, number 2 this week, it's... Mr. Peabody Energy. Opening the week at $70.21 and closing the week at $72.63. Peabody Energy made us $67.76 this week. Let's take a look now at the chart. And the chart of Peabody Energy is beginning to look a little tired here. Point 1 shows stochastics. They're overbought. We gave it a yellow mark. Point 2 shows the MACDs. They're overextended right now. And histogram bars are flat, so we went ahead and gave that a yellow mark. And up top, point 3 shows where the relative strength index is nearing some resistance at the yellow line. So we gave that a yellow mark too. Also notable down below at point 4, we see that the volume is diminishing here. That's also at the end of the quarter like a lot of other stocks. So we're going to have some caution here with this stock. And coming in number 3 for this week, it's... Tempur Pedic. Opening the week at $48.77 and closing the week at $50.16. We had a gain of $63.94. Let's take a look at the chart. And the chart of Tempur Pedic's looking a little sleepy here. Stochastics are overbought down at point 1. We gave it a yellow mark. Point 2 shows MACDs are positive and the histogram bars there are a little flat. We gave it a green mark though. Up top, the relative strength index is flattening, so we gave that a yellow mark too. And that only leaves room for one more stock in the portfolio for this week. And the first stock up is El Paso Pipeline. El Paso Pipeline got here because it diluted shareholder value by issuing more common stock. Second stock up here, Viro Pharma. Viro Pharma has been in the portfolio for about 2 weeks now, and it's struggling now to stay in for the 4th spot. Coming in, number 4, and remaining in the portfolio, it's El Paso Pipeline. Opening the week at $35.19, closing the week at $35.99. We managed to pull a gain out of this despite diluting shareholder values. Total value for the portfolio this week, an increase of $44. Now let's take a look at the chart. And the chart of El Paso looks pretty darn good. Down below, point 1 shows stochastics. They are bullish. We gave it a green mark. Point 2 shows MACDs and the histogram bars. They're about to turn positive. We gave this one a green mark. And up top, point 3 shows a relative strength index that's rising, so we gave that a green mark too. Looks like we're recovering in El Paso Pipeline, and we get some results like Continental Resources did. And so Viro Pharma is out of here. Let's take a look at the performance of Viro Pharma for this week. Viro Pharma opened the week at $19.08 and closed at $19.29. That was good enough for a $24.99 gain, but not good enough to stay in this portfolio. Let's take a look at the chart. And the chart's looking a little toppy here, as down below, point 1 shows stochastics are positive. They are overbought. Did give it a green mark. And point 2 shows MACDs and histogram bars. They're beginning to level off a little bit, so we got a little caution, gave it a yellow mark. Up top, the relative strength index appears to be going sideways, so we gave it a yellow mark. Not looking too good for Viro Pharma, but no major sell signals here. But you know the rules. They're out of here. And our final results of the IBD 50 for this week. We had Continental Resources coming in first place with $166.72 gain. Mr. Peabody Energy came in second place with $67.76. Tempur Pedic came in third place at $63.94. El Paso Pipeline survived the portfolio, sporting a $44 gain there. And Viro Pharma's out of here with only a $24.99 gain. And so there's a new stock in the IBD 50 for this week. And that stock is Gulfport Energy. Gulfport Energy sent a GPOR this week at $42.28. Has a market cap about $1.5 billion, with average daily volume around 680,000. It's another energy corporation here, as things look strong in that sector right now. And the chart of Gulfport Energy is looking pretty good down below. 0.1 shows stochastics, they're positive, but they are in overbought territory, so we gave it a yellow mark. 0.2 shows the MACDs, they're strong, and the histogram bars are positive and moving higher. We gave that a green mark. Up above, the relative strength index remains positive as it's climbing into the 70 line there. We gave that a green mark. 0.4 shows where we had a big spike up in volume here, and that was due to the issuance of more common stock. For some reason, this one went higher as they're using that money for exploration and also to purchase some properties that they're looking at. And I guess the investors are seeing that as bullish. So despite diluting shareholder value, the stock went higher. Overall, there was a lot of stocks in the IBD 50 this week that looked pretty good on the daily charts, but on the weekly charts, they didn't look so hot. It looked like a lot of them were selling off, and Gulfport Energy had about the best chart out there weekly. And we're going to do a little giveaway here, have a little fun. We're going to do the WealthGuardShow.com's $100 trillion giveaway. You heard that right. $100 trillion with a T giveaway. And this is the world's largest currency ever printed. It's the $100 trillion bill from Zimbabwe. The $100 trillion bill is interesting because back in 1983, the dollar bill of Zimbabwe was equal to the US dollar. But because of inflation and a lot of things that have happened in Zimbabwe, inflation took over, we hold a $100 trillion bill just to give away. Anyway, it's a real $100 trillion bill. It's an exciting piece. You can show it off and talk to your friends and have even bets and tell them that you've got more money than they've ever seen in their life. The way you can win this $100 trillion is to simply go down on YouTube here in the comments section and fill in your best guess for where the Dow Jones Industrial Average will close for this week on Friday. Person closest to the close on Friday will win this $100 trillion bill. And so good luck to all of you who are entering in for the $100 trillion giveaway. Want to let you know that you can enter more than once. Just simply go to any of the videos I got on YouTube here and enter in what your best guess is for the close of the Dow Jones Industrial Average on Friday. And the person closest to that number will win the $100 trillion bill. We leave you now with the IBD 50 holdings this week. We got Continental Resources. We got Peabody Energy, Tempur Pedic, El Paso Pipeline, and the new addition to our portfolio, Gulfport Energy. These stocks have got to perform this week or else you know what happens. They're out of here.